Hello, wonderful job today. The big takeaway is to get a piece of music, go through it, and try to do exactly what we did today. Pick one measure or something. You see how I've got notation in this stuff? That's what I did to learn how to do this. I basically went through here and I was like, okay, what are these? What kind of notes are these? They have double bars. Oh, okay, they're 16th notes. Well, 16th notes are counted 1E and a 2E and a. And I just sat down and I marked out the first note of each measure, and then I went over all different time signatures. And eventually, after a year or two of doing it, you just get better at it. Now, I'm sure you're going to be able to put more practice than I was able to in that year or two. However, this concept will help you to sight read, get more accompanied with this, and help you to actually feel the song. One thing I've negated to mention was maybe to sing along with the notes that you're playing would help to associate. Don't know if it'll help. I hope it does. One of the things we talked about was seeing stuff through the eyes of C major and staying within a coordinate plane. When we work on triads, we work on them in the key, and then we do little finger exercises like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 5, 1. You can make those up. If you'd like me to give you some, like 1 and 5 together, working your fingers backwards and forwards, this is a great way for the brain to wrap itself around counterpoint. When we see these as having minor seconds and then moving, it doesn't actually pair up well because you can actually feel where your minor and major seconds correlate, where they don't, and where they switch. Interesting, huh? So one of these exercises is just to do what I did. Go up and down with one hand and then down with the other in unison. It's a real mind bender. Some of these things when I'm playing, like I'll use some of those variations in movements. If I get a little lost, that's okay. The first thing I try to remember is, am I playing a major or am I playing a minor? If I'm playing a minor, I try and stay with the minor pentatonic. 1, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 7, 1. When playing a minor, or in a key that has the minor in it, like B flat major has B flat major, C minor. So if my progression was B flat major into a G minor, F sharp diminish into a C minor, I could use that E notes from the C minor pentatonic sound gorgeous over the top of G minor, F sharp diminish, C minor is in there. So all those notes. So in a major, there wouldn't be the flat 3 and the 4 you would use. You would use the 3rd and the 2. Get rid of your other sus, the 4. This one has the 2. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1. So if I'm playing a progression of, let's say, F major to G major to D minor, C. So a 4 chord to a 5 chord to a 2 chord to a 1 chord. I can play that C major pentatonic over the top of it while the other hand comps. What I'm doing up here doesn't really matter as long as I stay within these 3 notes, these 2 notes, and then the octave, which the whole pattern then starts again. So quite literally, I'm just really playing these notes. And if I can keep a F to a G to a D, harmony, so you work on one note at a time, then maybe throw a up down. It's a variation. When you start sight reading stuff like that and start playing these little exercises, your brain starts to understand major second, minor 3rd, major 4th. And then by working on shell chords, you move into melodies of like a then see how I went to the B flat? That's why music's fun. I can never stay normal. G, A minor wasn't the D minor, but I replaced the D minor, and then I went to the B flat, out of key, and then back. It added a sense and a level for me, and what I wanted to do was, I thought, oh, cool, B flat major, well now I can use that C minor. And all those notes sorry about that, 6. All those notes quite literally work extremely well. So what I want to do in the next couple whatevers is have you go through a little bit of notation. Let's see what you did, see what the fingies are doing, and then try and put this right and left hand together. Lastly, I want to end on that blues kind of feeling of having a 1 E and a 2 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a. If you count it in eighth notes rather than the 16ths, it might be easier. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and. Over here, a C major just doesn't cut it. We can play a E diminished with a C, but if we drop this down here and get some of this funness, try and shoot for this kind of concept this week. Just keeping this going. Eighth note, eighth note, eighth note, eighth note, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1 and 1 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. We can see how that's our C7. So if we were to go to an F7 or F dominant 7, it's not that far off to see how this, when we play this chord inverted right here, easily goes right here from this note to our C dom, which is right here. So we just move a finger over and place a finger down. And our bottom line changes, but it's the same because we have no sharps and no flats. Then back to it. Of course, this is a 1, 4, 5 progression. So we're going to do the G, move our hands to C, a G major, and then our dominant, and pull it back. That's how we say centrally located. So we can have something like, and that combined with our left hand makes a. And as you can see, the slower you go, you can always speed this kind of stuff up. Great to sight read it, wonderful to test it out and play with it. I would say pick a key and try and have fun with that. Doesn't have to stay in C, F, and G. You can play D, G, and A if you want. You can move around whatever you want to. It's just kind of a bluesy feel. If you have any questions about that bluesy feel, put it in the comment section or reach out to me via text or email. And then as far as like an assignment, I would say do the measure work, the exercise stuff, and then I forgot what our next session is, but if you'd like to check out the website to see if there's something before our Saturday, the 2 Saturdays in the middle of the month, then by all means, let's do that. It was very nice seeing you today. Aloha.